Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to talk about 3 niches I would stay as far away from as possible if you were thinking about starting a blog, an affiliate site, or doing anything. And the one problem with that is I'm actually kind of already in one of these niches. So if I were starting over, I'm not sure I'd do it. But if you've been thinking about starting a blog, an affiliate site, and you're trying to figure out what direction to go with your topic, with your industry, stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this video. Man, for all the OG Location Rebel subscribers, remember when I used to do videos when I traveled? I'm in paradise, and it's getting kind of sunny over here, so I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my morning. No Treehouseville is complete without the sprinkled donut floating. So I'm here in New York City. I need to go explore some place that doesn't have as much wind as this clearly does. It's kind of nice to be doing that again, even if I got the boot for my fancy cabana over there. We're at Pueblo Bonita Pacifica in Los Cabos, and I gotta say, so far this resort is phenomenal. As far as like all-inclusive resorts goes, it's by far the best one I've stayed at. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and if you're looking for a resort in Mexico, you should maybe consider coming here. But that's not what we're talking about. I told you there were 3 niches that I wouldn't do. I'd stay away from. I wouldn't get involved in them for one very big reason. They're very competitive. And not just like kind of competitive, like very, very competitive. So what are those 3 niches that I think you should just stay away from in 2022 and beyond? 1, health and fitness. 2, dating. 3, how to make money online, or just how to make money in general. You might be thinking, wow, those seem like really lucrative opportunities. Like teaching people how to make money, like people like money. Teaching people how to get fit and healthy and lose weight, people want to do that. How to find love and date, I mean, why wouldn't you want to get into those industries? Well, because in fact, those are the 3 biggest industries in online marketing. And because they're the 3 biggest industries in online marketing, it also means there's the most competition. And we're not talking about like the little guys, the person that's like, oh yeah, like I learned some dating tricks, so I'm just gonna, teach my friends how to do it. We're talking professional marketers, professional companies. You're competing against the Match.coms. You're competing against Forbes. You're competing against Men's Fitness or whatever. You're competing against very, very big players in the content space for blogging affiliate sites in those industries. And so personally, I think you should consider not jumping into them. So what does that mean for me? And what does that mean for you? Okay, so first off, let's talk about the problem for me. So I started Location Rebel back in 2009. I created Location Rebel Academy, where my whole goal is to get you to the point where you're making $3 grand a month on the internet so that you've got options. I started that in 2011. So back then, there honestly weren't that many courses teaching you how to build an online business. I was kind of at the point where I was like, hey, I figured out a few things in my own life. This kind of worked. I'm gonna put together a course and teach people what I did in the hopes that maybe it will help them. Well, 4,000 members later and hundreds of successful people and testimonials and success stories, it's been a hit. It's worked. But if I were starting over today, I would not get into that industry because I'd get crushed. I mean, there are so many people out there trying to teach you how to build an online business that the only reason I'm successful, aside from my devilishly good looks and actually really useful advice, is the fact that I started so early. I was able to get a leg up on a lot of people. But honestly, as I've been working to upgrade the Location Rebel blog and work on our SEO, I've just found that it's gotten even more competitive. There are thousands of people that are trying to, have success in this space, and it's just a lot more difficult than it once was. And fortunately, we've got a pretty good brand. We've shifted a lot of our content to YouTube because I can still provide something a little bit unique that takes a little bit more time and a little bit more effort and requires a little bit more skill to put together than someone to just write a blog post. So it's worked out okay. That was a big wave. But it's gotten increasingly difficult. So what does that mean for you? If you're just getting started and you're like, cool, I want to start a blog, but you told me I shouldn't go into these highly lucrative, very large industries, then what should I do instead? Okay, so you're starting a blog, you're starting a content website. What should you do as you're figuring out what niche to get into? Well, the obvious answer is choose something less competitive than those industries I just talked about. Now, to be clear, any niche, any industry worth getting involved to is going to have some level of competition, but some areas are easier than others. So what I would look for is find a niche where people are really passionate about this thing and they are excited to spend money on it. So for instance, one of my sites is golf, where surprisingly, there isn't a ton of competition in the golf industry when it comes to content marketing. There's getting to be more and more, but a lot of times people are segmented. They're doing, golf course or golf instruction, and I focus on, golf travel and golf tech products, where there really aren't that many competitors to me in the affiliate space. So it's worked out pretty well. So there's lower competition, but golf is also something people love to spend money on. People love to spend money on that hobby, which makes it easier to convert those affiliate sales and to make money. So if I were you, I would think about all of your hobbies, all of the things that you like to do. What's something you would be happy writing about week in and week out that you would also be happy to spend money on just as a consumer because it's something that you love to do? Little side note, we put together a giant list of potential industries that you can get involved in with an affiliate niche site. So if you want that, there's a link below. Just click it to sign up. We'll send it to you immediately, and you'll also get our 6-day course all about getting you started building your first blog and your first content site. So if that sounds interesting, I think you're gonna find that really valuable. So there's framework I've continued to use when I've been helping people figure out what niche to get into, and also when figuring out what I want to get into with future projects. And I call it the niche within a niche. So let's say you do decide online business and make money online is something you want to jump into. So that's an industry. Very large, very broad, lots of competition. So what's a niche within that industry? Freelance writing. So still quite a bit of competition, a lot of people out there teaching you how to work on a freelance writing business, but a little bit smaller. So how do you niche that down even further? So from there, you go niche within a niche. You figure out how to go one step further so that you don't really have that much competition. One of my favorite examples of this is a site called RN2Writer. It's literally teaching nurses how to become freelance writers. And you would think, man, how many nurses out there could there be that want to become freelance writers? Apparently a lot, because this site, I hear, is crushing it. So Location Rebel is also an example of this. So industry, how to make money on the internet. Niche, freelance writing. Niche within a niche is people that want to use freelance writing as a bridge to what's next in their life. They don't necessarily want to become freelance writers, but they want to be able to make enough to support themselves, to be able to quit their job, to be able to travel, to essentially give them options so that they can pursue more of the things that they love to do in life. That's a very long-winded bio of what Location Rebel is. We're gonna have to figure out how to condense that down, but you kind of get the idea. But essentially, my whole point with this video is if you're thinking about getting into content, you're thinking about starting a blog, stay away from the most common things because there are so many professional marketers that frankly just know more than you, they have more money than you, and are gonna have more success than you. But if you can find one of those smaller industries and find one of those niches within one of those smaller industries, I think you have a huge potential to create something special because people need authenticity. People need content right now. There is so much demand out there for content in literally every niche imaginable. So if you've got a specific expertise, or even if you just have an interest in a specific topic, there's a great chance that you can be successful doing it. Oh, and one more thing. If you do decide that you do want to get into one of those really big industries, then maybe consider freelancing. Because there is so much demand for content in these industries, a lot of the bigger websites are looking to hire freelance writers that can help create that content. And so that might be a good way to get your foot in the door to see if you actually like doing it and make some money in the process. If you're looking for help starting a freelance writing business, you can go to locationrebel.com/FWG. That stands for Freelance Writing Guide. Get our free 6-day writing course where we walk you through exactly how to build a freelance writing business. So if you haven't noticed, here at Location Rebel, we help people make money with their words on the internet, whether that's through blogging or whether that's through freelance writing. If you want to make money with your words, with your writing, then we're the channel for you. My name's Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Location Rebel. And if you like this video, maybe consider the thumbs up. Maybe consider the subscribe button. This sun is probably burning me as we speak, and I don't even know if any of this has looked good or not. So we might be filming this whole thing again somewhere else. With that, I have T-minus 2 hours and 27 minutes before I have to get on the bus to go back to the airport and leave Mexico, which is very sad at the moment. So I'm gonna go get a cerveza and maybe sit by the pool, maybe shoot another video, make the most of my time here. So hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.